Good morning, welcome to Something Saturday. Oh, excuse the buzzing in the background, it's those snake scarer thingos, so relatively effective. Anyway, today I thought we would have a look at the world in general, and I have a new stamp that I'm excited to share with you, so let's go and hop into the craft room. See you in a moment. So here it is, Watercolor World it's called, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So I have made one card with it so far, which is this one here. So I'm so happy I found you, is the saying that I put with it, and I'd love to say I could remember which stamp set I actually found that out of, so I'll put it in the comments anyway. And I really wanted to create one card that had it as the world in green and the sea in blue, as you get, you know, on atlas, one of those round things. I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. So I thought this time though that I would do a multicolored world. So we will have a go. And I am using my Stamparatus because in order to get multicolours on one stamp, whilst you can put them all on one stamp and stamp it, if you then find that you've got little gaps where you haven't got any colour, if you've got it on something like this, you can just keep your card in exactly the same position and just keep stamping it until you're happy with where it's at. So let's just pop that down like that. We're going to pop it into the corner, and we've got the magnet that's going to go over top, and looks good to me. All right, let me sit down and we will start to play. Oh, that's unfortunately my craft room is on just a little bit of an angle, which means that I tend to roll downhill and it's backwards. Downhill is backwards instead of forwards with this craft room. So let's have it this way so you can see the whole lot. And I thought we would go with some polished pink, gorgeous grape and Bermuda Bay, because I really like those colours together for some reason. So let's grab them out. And you also need some brushes for this as well. You could use daubers too. I just think the brushes give such a beautiful effect to it. So let's grab some pink off there and start off at this end with a bit of pink. We're just gonna brush that onto there and stamp it down. All right, so we have that part of the world done now. Then we can move on to maybe a bit of purple, and we'll just, if you feel like you need to clean that off, you can do, but I kind of think that it's been stamped, so it's not quite as pink as it was, if you like. So let's just add a bit of purple to this one and pop that down. Oh, look how cool it's looking. The world is coming out in pinks and purples. And let's add a bit of Bermuda Bay here. And you get this really soft, subtle blend between the colours this way too. Ooh, might end with a bit of pink again. Australia is going to be in pink. See how well Australia comes out in pink, shall we? Whoa, how pretty. Okay, but you know what? I kind of feel like I want a bit more pink in that area just there. So I'm just going to add Just a wee bit more pink along there. Hopefully I've added it in the right part. Yes, I have. And now I'm going to be awkward and add a bit more of this colour in here, the Bermuda Bay, because now I just kind of want to darken up the colour a little bit. So it's looking good. I'm going to add a bit more purple along through here just to, as I say, darken up the colour a little bit. Yeah, we got half of that one to begin with, so let's and you can keep building that colour up if you want to. So I'm just going to add more on there. Let's have a little look at it the right way around. Ooh, I think that's kind of cool. But again, even though I've taken it out, potentially I can still put it back in because I'm putting it into the corner, and I know that even if I now want to stamp on it yet again, it's going to still end up in exactly the same spot. So advantages of these. I love these. And what are we going to do with this now? Well, we're just going to cover me with pink. Let's just grab my chamois out. Good thing with the chamois, it cleans not only your stamps, but you as well. Let's give that a bit of a clean off too. And it's double-sided, even better. So the nice thing with this is that with the chamois, you can literally just, you tap the ink off as opposed to wiping it off. Because when you tap it, it actually does just sort of like cling it all out, as it were. That's looking pretty good to me. There we go. One clean stamp again. Excellent. And then I just need to decide what I'm going to do with this. So what I'll do, I will finish this one off. So there's the two so far. I feel like it needs some extra colour in the background, so I could be brushing something onto that. I will pop it up on my blog, so do go along and have a look. And there may well be a little bit extra to the end of this video just to show you what I've done. Do come and join me next week. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I've decided to add from the limited edition stamp set, one of a kind. But I don't want to say a one of a kind creation Stampin' Up. I just want to say one of a kind. So what I'm going to do, I've actually put this onto my Stamparatus so that it's going to be in, hopefully, the right place. I have tested it out on a spare bit of paper several times in order to be able to get it so it's actually straight, because the first time I put it on it was ended up on a bit of a wonk. So I'm quite glad I tested it out beforehand. And I'm just going to show you how I'm going to ink this up. So I don't actually want the whole thing. So although I've inked up the whole thing, I'm now going to take this and just ink off the bits that I don't want. Hang on. I'm gonna take that off and sit down with it. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my chamois and literally just pressing onto the pieces that I don't want on there. So that way you can just pick whatever words you want to go onto there, and all it's going to do is stamp up the bits that you've left on there pretty much. So hopefully and there we have it. One of a kind. I just really felt like I wanted this card to be relatively simple. So I'm quite happy with the fact that it is very simple. That's all I really wanted. So let's give that a clean off. And as I say, I will pop them up on my blog, but just in case you're not keen on heading over to it, then there it is. And I will put up a link on my blog to the actual, stamps itself, or stamps themselves that I have used. All right, thanks for joining me. Bye.